A couple weeks ago, a friend texted me that they were going through something hard, the kind of text that deserves a real response. And so I sent back, praying for you, brother. God's with you. He's going to do something. Hit send. I felt good about it. Moved on, and like an hour later, it hit me that I hadn't actually prayed. I typed that I would. Same words a Christian is supposed to say, right? I sent the line. I felt like a good friend. And I never went to God on his behalf one time. I had the words, but I didn't have him. And I wonder if you know what that's like. Like doing the right thing, doing the thing you've done 100 times, the marriage that you've been in for 15 years, the parenting, the ministry, running the play, hitting the marks, and yet somewhere underneath it knowing that you're operating on memory instead of presence. You can do a lot of life that way, honestly, and you can also miss everything that matters. And that's where Matthew 17 finds the disciples. Jesus has just come down from the Transfiguration, the mountain where Peter, James, and John watched him glow. They walk into the valley and walk into chaos. A father, desperate, his son suffering, and the other 9 disciples have been trying to help and they can't. They've done this before. Jesus has given them the authority back in chapter 10. They had casted out demons. They healed people. They had the authority and the system, and they're standing in front of this dad, and nothing's working. And the boy is still suffering. Jesus heals the boy in one sentence. And later, privately, the disciples come to him and ask the question maybe you've asked too. Why couldn't we? Matthew 17:20 says, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed. Most of us have heard this preached one way. Just a little faith counts. But the disciples didn't have no faith or little faith. They had years of it. The problem wasn't the size. It was the seed. See, Jesus doesn't point to something merely small. He points to something alive. Because real faith isn't just impressive. It's living dependence. And some of us have been doing 4-day for 4 years since it started. We know where the food line goes. We know the rhythm of the morning before the morning starts. And the disciples knew their rhythm too. And the question Jesus is asking them, he's asking us, it's this, is do you have me? Or do you just have the play? Because the danger isn't small faith. The danger is practiced faith without dependence. The idea is that we don't run the play without Jesus. And here's the thing. The disciples didn't run the play with him either, at least not all the way. By Matthew 26, they all flee. Peter denies him 3 times. The faith they had wasn't enough to stay at the cross. Only one person in the Gospel of Matthew has a live faith all the way through. It's Jesus. He goes to the mountain that actually had to move. The mountain of sin, death, the distance between you and God, and he moves it, not with our faith, but with his obedience. The cross is the seed. The resurrection is what grows from it. And the Spirit who raised him puts mustard seed faith in you. Small, living, enough. And what you're about to do this morning, that's the fruit on the tree. The serving that we're stepping into is the fruit on the tree. And so before you walk to your station this morning, the food line, the lawn care, the packing table, anywhere, ask one word. Ask. Don't just type it. Don't just say it on the way in, but actually ask. Who are we asking? We're asking Jesus to do what you and I can't do today. And we're not just asking him to bless what we're doing, but we're asking him to interrupt what we've planned. To not just run the play on muscle memory, but to run on dependence. To have Jesus intersect in the middle of our play and let him run it. See, the disciples, when they were in the valley, they couldn't. And the reality is we can't either. We can't and we shouldn't run the play without him. So my challenge this morning is don't run the play this morning without him. Don't serve without him. Don't say hello to another person this morning without him. Because the only mountain that ever needed moving for you and I, God already moved it. And now he's asking us to have a live, living faith, even in the small things as we serve this morning. But that only happens if we ask. And so this morning, let's ask that Jesus would be involved in everything we do, everywhere we go, to everyone we meet. And so today, the challenge is ask and then serve. God bless you.